statistics chapter has many real world applications. What I can think of is the first and foremost is data analysis. So you have a bunch of data कि एक क्लास में सेक्शन ए में इतने मार्क्स आए, कितने स्टूडेंट्स के 30 मार्क्स आए, कितने स्टूडेंट्स के 40 मार्क्स आए आउट ऑफ 50 या आउट ऑफ 100 व्हाटएवर, 30 मार्क्स 40 मार्क्स 50 मार्क्स 65 एक डेटा दे रखा है, राइट? अब उसमें से आप उसमें एवरेज मार्क्स देख सकते हो, कितने लोगों का एवरेज मार्क्स ऑफ द क्लास obtained by the class. What was the marks which a lot of students obtained? That's the mode. What was the average, what is the central marks, which is median? Another example which I can think of is World Cup, right? Cricket, T20 World Cup jo hua. Whenever the match starts, the cricket match starts, you get to see the data in front of you, right? The highest runs, the maximum runs scored in any match, or average runs, average wickets taken. You get all this data in front of you. Why? Because you want to predict कि इस मैच में वो प्लेयर कैसा परफॉर्म करने वाला है, बैट्समैन हुआ, बॉलर हुआ, जो भी हुआ. So what is this essentially? Statistics. You are taking the past data, you are taking out the averages. Run rate. When I was a kid, I used to calculate run rate in my head कि अच्छा अभी 20 ओवर हो गए हैं, 100 रन बना लिए हैं तो 5 रन पर ओवर, तो अभी ये 250 रन बनाएगा, राइट? तो 50 ओवर मैच में तो अच्छा ठीक है, तो 250 बनाएगा, अच्छा उसको अगर 225 करना तो हाँ आराम से बनाएगा. सो इन योर हेड यू आर ट्राइंग. सो व्हाट इज ऑल दैट? Statistics. So it's like predicting the data, predicting what could be the outcome of a match, right? Third example could be just you're actually just comparing the performances. Man of the match निकालना है, man of the tournament निकालना है, तो आपका सारा डेटा है आपके सामने and you're trying to compare their performances, the performances of the players, and then trying to find out कि किसको देना है man of the match, किसको देना है man of the tournament. ऐसे और भी कुछ भी एग्जाम्पल उसके क्लास का परफॉर्मेंस, एक कॉर्पोरेट का परफॉर्मेंस, एक कंपनी का परफॉर्मेंस, उनके फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स में क्या है, ऑल दीज थिंग्स. सो ऑल ऑफ दैट इज व्हाट? स्टैटिस्टिक्स. यू आर कंपेयरिंग द परफॉर्मेंसेस, यू आर कंपेयरिंग द रिजल्ट्स, और यू आर कंपेयरिंग देयर ओन रिजल्ट्स वर्सेस द प्रीवियस ईयर्स रिजल्ट्स. बहुत आपको नंबर्स हर जगह लाइफ में मिलेंगे. अल्टीमेटली क्या है? मल्टीप्लिकेशन, सम और डिविजन. यही तो है मैथ्स. So yeah, we are going to study 3 concepts: mean, mode, and median. Okay, so let's proceed to this. There are certain observations, x1, x2, and these observations have the corresponding frequencies as f2, f1, right? So how the mean would be this multiplied by this multiplied by addition of the multiplication of this into this, adding all those terms and dividing by f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus fn, right? Basically it is x1 f1 plus x2 f2 xn fn divided by f1 plus f2 plus fn. Now showing the sum as the symbol of I equal to 1 to n, we have shown the formula of mean as this, right? This is multiplication of these terms. So for example, so if you want to find out, right, just an example given that marks obtained and how many students have obtained, frequency, right? How many students have obtained. So this is xi and this will be fi. So you have to find the mean. So for example, 10 marks, 15 marks, 20 marks, 30 marks, 5, 6, 11, 10, whatever, right? So total number of students, 5 plus 6, 11 plus 11, 22, 22 plus 10, 32. So total number of students is this. So this is summation fi. And then this would be 10 into 5, 50, 15 into 6, 90, 20 into 11, 220, and 30 into 10, 300. So add all of this. What will this be? summation of xi fi upon summation of fi, right? So नीचे 32 है, ऊपर इनका सम होगा, which is 140 plus 220 plus 300, right? 140 plus 220 plus 300, which is 56. I have just made an example on the spot. So this is the mean for this. So this is the actual mean for this. But as you can see, there is a lot of multiplication, addition, division involved. How can we make this easier? If the what we are multiplying aren't two big numbers, right? Or if you have lots of data, or if we are dividing, that's not such a big number, right? So there are certain methods by which we can find out these means, and these are the other slightly simplified methods. Here the value of mean will be approximate, it wouldn't be exact as we found out just now, right? So these are the three methods: direct method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. Now before going to the three methods, in an example like I just taught, for example, it's 10, marks obtained is this, whatever, right? This is the marks obtained out of 50 probably, and the number of students is 1, 1, 3, 4. I've just taken a small example. So we can also represent this data. We can group this data. This is ungrouped data for now. Now we can group this data. We can say 10 से लेके 25 तक कितने लोगों का है, 25 से लेके 50 तक कितने लोगों का है. This is out of 50, right? So 10 से लेकर 25 तक is this, right? So 2, and this is 4 plus 3, 7. So we can show this in this form. What is this known as? Class interval. We call this class interval. Now there is a term known as class mark, which would be the upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. So this is the class interval. So for the class mark for this will be 10 plus 25 divided by 2, which is 35 divided by 2, right? Which is 17.5. So for this it will be 17.5. And for this it will be 25 plus 50, 75, 37.5, right? So this would be the class mark. And this will be the frequency जो already दिया हुआ है हमारा. This is ungrouped, xi, fi. Ungrouped का we already know. We multiply all this and we divide by this, sum of this, right? Now this is an ungrouped way of doing. In this what we do is we go on to multiply these two now. We go on to multiply the class mark and the frequency mark, and then we divide by. So 2 into 17.5 plus 7 into 37.5 divided by the total 7, 8, 9, 9 students. So that will be the mean. What is this mean known as? Direct method. This is the direct method which I just sort of showed to you, gave you a glimpse of. But what we are going to do now is that we are going to take one example and I am going to show all the three methods via the same example. Okay, so let's do that. So we are straight away jumping to question number 6 of exercise 13.1. Here it says that for so let's take you through each of the method. Currently just ignore the columns that I've specified here, the terms that I've specified here. Let's take it step by step. So I've taken question number 6 of exercise 13.1. I think I mentioned the chapter number as wrong previously, right? Chapter number 12 बोल दिया शायद मैंने. Chapter number 13 है statistics of your books, textbooks. So I'm just checking whether the numbers are right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to solve along with you guys, taking through it along with it. So what is this xi? We just learned what is xi. Xi is your class mark. And what is that? Upper class limit plus lower class limit divided by 2. So here the data is already grouped. This is known as grouped data. This is already grouped. And this is the upper class and this is the lower class, right? So what would be the midpoint? 100 plus 150 divided by 2, which is 125. मतलब वो मैं सीधे ही बता रही हूँ कि आपको क्या होने वाला है. आप करके देख लो, पर यही होगा. ठीक है? So this is your class limit. Now the direct method, what is the sum of these frequencies? 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 12, 21, 21 plus 2, 23, 23 plus 2, 25. So by the direct method, we know it is summation of xi fi by summation of fi. So what is summation of fi? It is 25. So what is, we know this is 25. So what is summation xi fi, which is this column? So this is the direct method. So let's do that. 125 into 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10. 4 5s are 20, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 500, right? ठीक है. 5 into 175, 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35, 37, 8 75. 12 into 225, right? 2 into 275, 2 into 325, और इसका sum. What is the sum? 7 plus 5, 2 plus 5, 17. 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 7, 21. 21 plus 5, 26, 26 plus 6, 32, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 2 7 5, 5 2 7 5 by 25, which is 211. ठीक है. Now we are going. Hi friends. So I think I'm again recording this. What happened was, I'm not sure. Actually, I'm saying what happened was, but I'm not sure. My screen was frozen. Voice kept going. At my end, I was solving the problem, showing you the different methodologies of finding out mean, switching between slides, switching between the different pages of my whiteboard. But my same whiteboard with the same calculation froze. The one which you just saw, 211 by direct method, that was frozen. So what I have to do now is I've created this again. I've made this table again, so it's slightly different from the previous one. So from the previous one, we found out that by the direct method, that 211 is the mean, right? So let's again look at what is the direct method. So direct method was summation I equal to 1 till n xi fi upon summation I equal to 1 to n fi. You saw that in that case, so what is xi? Xi is the midpoint, which we already saw, which is the lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. So we have to multiply this, which were quite big numbers that we have to multiply, then add, and then divide by 25 to get this value of mean. Now, is there any way to simplify? We don't want to multiply such big numbers. So frequency to jo hai so hai. Can we reduce this x? Right? So this takes us to the next method, which is assumed mean method. In the assumed mean method, what we take out is, we take each class and we subtract an assumed mean. So we find out a difference. We take A as anything. You can literally take A as anything. What I suggest is that you can take A as something in midpoint of this. So let's take A as 225. Okay. So then what do you need to do it for each of the numbers? You have to find out this difference. So you find out the difference, and then you find out the difference and you multiply it by fi. Then you do a sum of it, and then you divide it by the frequency ka sum, which is essentially d bar. We know this is x bar and this is d bar. Just look at it first and then we can come to it. So if we substitute the value of di from here, it is essentially summation I equal to 1 to n xi minus a into fi by summation I equal to 1 to n fi, right? This. Now if we multiply this multiplied by this will become this, divide by this will become this multiplied by this, divide by this. Let's show you. So it will become what is this x bar. Now ये तो एक constant है, this is a constant, so you can take this constant out, this and this will get cancelled. So then what is the mean? So this is the assumed mean method. In the assumed mean method, what are we doing? We are first finding out a number for each of the rows where we are finding out a difference. This is the difference where xi minus a. So what are we net doing? We are reducing this. You can see these are very big values. Let's subtract each of them by this assumed mean. Then we'll get di. Multiply each di with fi, which is this column, and then add it, and then divide by this to get d bar. Right? Multiply this, then divide by this to get d bar. So let's get that. Then we have also found out the relationship between, now we have to find out the mean, which will be this. I'm very much hoping that my slides movements are working. It was a lot of effort, man. It was a 25-minute video. You had to cut short because of this issue. I don't know. So, and it was a very good momentum. It was a very good class, is what I felt. And then that happened. When I was editing at that point in time, I got understood. I mean, I realized it. ठीक है. So अभी हम सबको माइनस करते हैं. ये हो गया. Now we are going to come to this column. Ignore this column for now. Fi di. This multiplied by this. So what is this? 400 and 650. 650 minus 300 minus 350. So what would d bar be? Minus 350 by 25, which is minus 14. So what, from this methodology, what is x bar? Minus 14a plus d, right? So minus 225, which is coming as what? 211. Same answer, right? जो हमारा इसमें आया. So this is the assumed mean method. Now let's look at the third methodology. Third methodology is step deviation methodology. Now इसमें आपने देखा कि हमने what we have done is we have reduced xi by some value, so that now what we have to multiply is not so big. What if we further divide this so that this also becomes further small? We find a new term ui, okay, equal to xi by h, basically di by h, right? कि पहले तो हमने एक अज्यूम मीन से माइनस कर दिया और उसको फर्दर डिवाइड कर दिया एक कॉमन फैक्टर से. इफ यू लुक एट दिस कॉलम, what is the common factor? 50 ले सकते हो very easily. You can take 25, you can take 50, you can take 5, you can take 10, whatever, but I'm taking 50 because that's the largest common factor between all these numbers. So let h be 50. तो हम क्या करेंगे? ui निकालेंगे, which is this difference divided by h, which is divided by 50, right? ये हो गया. अब इसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे fi से, और छोटा नंबर आ गया. और छोटा नंबर आ गया, इसको सम कर लो, -13 + 6 -7, ठीक है। नाउ -7/25 वुड बी दिस ui bar. U bar will be -7/25. Let's move on. How do we now find out the mean from this methodology? Now this methodology is known as step deviation method, ठीक है। So इसमें let's see. So what did we find out right now? We did this, right? यही किया हमने। तो अभी इसमें ये सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो, सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा, फिर से वैसे ही पहले जैसा 1/h ठीक है। So u bar is equal to x bar by h minus a by h. So what is x bar then? X bar equal to a plus h u bar. This is what it is. This is the third methodology. So in our example, what was a? 225. What was u bar? Let's see. I think -7/25, right? ये था -7/25 into h. What is h? 50. क्या है आंसर? So, सभी मेथड से यही आंसर आया, exactly the same answer. So what have we studied? Basically we have studied 3 methodologies of finding out mean. एक तो सबसे पहले वाला ही है, which you use to find out where your data is ungrouped, right? Now the data is grouped. We have direct, we have assumed, and we have step deviation. Direct met is simply this. Assumed में एक a होता है, तो di इक्वल टू हम xi माइनस a निकालते हैं, तो x bar is a plus d bar. So what we do is, in this case we directly take out x bar. In this case we take a roundabout method. We first find this, we multiply this by fi, divide by fi, and then we add वापस a to it. And in step deviation method, right, where ui is xi minus a by h. Basically, if you look at it, what are we trying to do here? You're trying to make our lives easier, right? कि इतने बड़े बड़े नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई करके फिर ऐड करके फिर डिवाइड करेंगे, उससे अच्छा हम थोड़ा छोटा कर दें, एक कांस्टेंट नंबर माइनस करके उसको छोटा बना दें, फिर बाद में कांस्टेंट नंबर वापस ऐड कर दें। नहीं हो सकता है वो, तो हम ये कर सकते हैं, हम इसको एक नंबर से डिवाइड कर देंगे, फिर मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, फिर मल्टीप्लाई करके बाद में फिर से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे और वो कांस्टेंट नंबर ऐड कर देंगे। मैथ्स ही है ये। आई मीन टू से इट्स जस्ट रीअरेंजमेंट, right? So this is day 1, end of day 1. Tomorrow we are going to do median and mode. I think tomorrow we are going to do mode, and day after tomorrow we'll do median. If you have any questions, doubts, comments, leave them in the comment section below. We can get to it. Till then, सीखिए with Prachi, जानिए with Prachi, and पढ़िए with Prachi. And what else? Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.